How you doing? My name is Dan McDonald, and I'm the LifeRegenerator on YouTube, baby. I've got a little juice recipe here for you. It's an incredibly beautiful day, don't you agree? And I'm going to put together a real simple and delicious recipe. It's celery, apple, lemon, turmeric, habanero, and ginger. You know what I just found out today? Of course I read it before, but I was reading Gabriel Cousens' book. Did you know that ginger is Gabriel Cousens' favorite anti-inflammatory herb? Which is really cool because coincidentally it's mine too, man. Right on, dude. Anti-inflammatory, man. Inflammation is not really that cool because then it inhibits oxygen utilization, and then you just can't get that oxygen to those cells, you know, and then you just won't be able to create that, like, that spark plug of life, baby. So you want the oxygen, you want the sugars, you want the minerals. And I've found over the years that raw foods, fruits and vegetables, leafy green herbs, yeah, I'll be honest with you, I know the fruits and vegetables are not as powerful as the wild herbs, but I just, in my day-to-day life, especially this time of year, I don't have time to go out and gather a lot of wild herbs. Now in the spring and summer, when I can get my hands on them, I eat as many wild herbs as I can, and I love the juice wild herbs, especially like nettle, dandelion, plantain, simple stuff like that, you know. But for now, you know, just to keep myself going, to live a good life without trying to get too detailed and drive myself insane, I just eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and it really seems to keep me thriving. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty energized most of the time. Right now I'm really working at the levels of the brain, trying not to judge myself, trying to accept myself as I get older. I might not have the energy that I used to because I'm not able to pursue the athletic pursuits the way I did when I was younger. But I'm finding a lot of, you know, just satisfaction in helping so many people. As I continue to help people, it's really cool because you know, I'm getting deeper and deeper, and I'm getting better and better at, like, getting down to the people's BS, basically. Like, I'll just be like, you know, boom, have you forgiven that person yet? And they're like, well, and I said, well, you want that disease to go away, baby, and you want to get that flow of life going back through you again. You know, there's some things we got to do, and I'm just having a really good time just pinpointing it on the head. You know, like we might talk about food for 2 or 3 minutes, you know what I mean? But then we always get down to another deeper level. So let me ask you today, my friends, what is it that's in you that you haven't processed, that you haven't let go of? I'll be the first one to admit, you guys, I make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. You know, I hurt a friend of mine because I was just not that sensitive. And I'm really sorry about that. But there's nothing more that I can do except just be sorry. And if that person is going to be mad as hell, then I can't do anything about it until that person chills out a little bit, gives a little bit of space. Then I'll come in there, apologize, and try to do whatever I can to make it right. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to be the best person I can be. I'm not trying to tell nobody how to live or how to eat. I'm just trying to inspire people to get healthy in the ways that I know how. You know what I mean? In the ways that I know how, my understanding of it. And I also want to point out, which I probably did on the last video, is that I work more on the side of healing, regenerating, which I'm still regenerating myself. If you're an average, normal, healthy person, some of the things that I share on this channel don't exactly apply to you. You know what I mean? So you got to take what you can, what you want from this channel, and you can't, because you only have one-dimensional thing here. And so but there's infinite context within the universe. So one thing here that I'm speaking about that's one-dimensional may not apply to you in your life. So we have to be more mature and understand the context, that I'm just up here able with the few minutes each day to do my best, which is really important, to inspire people and maybe give a little tidbit of nugget of information somebody might go, wow, ginger's anti-inflammatory. They didn't know that. Now they go and they're going to put some ginger in their juice. They're going to put some ginger in their soup or whatever. You know, this time of year, what do I do to stay to stay raw in the winter, I do eat more fat this time of year. You know what I mean? I eat more soaked nuts and seeds. But a lot of people have problems with seeds, and they say I soaked them. But what they don't realize is that the seeds and nuts in the stores a lot of times are rancid, a large percentage of the time. So you have to start sourcing high quality nuts and seeds that have not been sitting in some silo somewhere since last year's nut season. You know what I mean? Because if you got rancid fats in the Brazil nuts, I find the Brazil nuts are rancid a lot because I'll test them in the store. I'll look at them, I'll smell them, I'll taste them. I'll be like, those Brazil nuts are not good. The pecans, the walnuts, those ones are real sensitive to light and heat. And if you're not getting good quality nuts, and then you're eating nuts even though you soak them, and then you get acne problems or something like that because you started off with rancid fats in the beginning. So this is about educating ourselves, finding high quality sources, talking to the distributors about, hey, are your nuts heated? When were they manufactured? When did you pick? What are these this year's season? Find out about the seasonability of nuts and seeds. This is more like the nut and seed season. You know what I'm saying? That gets us through the winter with stored nuts. In shell is always best. But if you can get like pecans from a reputable source, then you can get fresh pecans. That's all we do is pecans. And these were picked this year, and they were just bagged, 3 weeks ago. And now I'll send those to you. Otherwise, you might be getting pecans that are like 9 months, or 9 months or 12 months old. And the fats are going to be rancid because not a lot of consciousness is brought into keeping the fats from becoming rancid, with removing the oxygen and the light and storing them properly and so on and so forth. So I eat a lot of nuts and seeds to stay warm this time of year. I also go to hot springs a lot. I sit inside. I dress warmer. You know what I mean? I like more heartier vegetables this time of year. Things like ginger can be very warming on the system. Hot teas are very good. Some people don't like to do hot teas. I like to do hot teas this time of year. I live in a moderate climate, so it's not that freezing cold. And it isn't that big of a deal if you take some vegetables and you make a vegetable broth or a vegetable soup, or take the crock pot and just cook some vegetables. It's better than going off and doing something else that's not as quality as that. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with steaming up some vegetables or something like that. Okay? If you are not as insane about this as I am, and some of the other guys and girls that are more like militant raw foodists, there's nothing wrong. A lot of my friends will be like, well, what's wrong with a little bit of hot soup? And I'll be like, nothing. It's still boiled vegetables in water is not that big of a deal. It's very benign. I know that you're supposed to be a raw food teacher. No, I don't even want to be titled anymore about raw vegan. I don't want to be titled anymore about any of that stuff. I'm just a human being who's just here to help. I don't want to even be associated with all the madness anymore. You know what I mean? Because God gave me a gift. I mean, what's your gift? God gave me a gift. I've read millions of books. I've studied, made friends with, and becomes colleagues with some of the world's greatest healers that none of you guys even know about because they're on the down low, because they can't get out here and come out here like I do. So they teach me their stuff and give me years and years of clinical experience on the down low, and then I get to come here and share it with you on YouTube for free. That's pretty cool, man. So I'm gonna make some juice. I wanted to rap a little bit, connect. I feel like a lot of people put me up on a pedestal. I don't want that. I don't want to be on a pedestal. My life is examined to the pinpoint. I've gotten over that because I'm not examining your life. I'm not leaving nobody negative comments on their YouTube. I'm just waking up every single day of my life, and this is what I'm trying to do right now, is not even to judge myself. I had some steamed potatoes with my daughters, right? And I'm like judging myself for like 3 days afterwards, and it's like, wait a minute, I don't even feel that bad. It didn't feel that bad when I did it. It felt great to be eating steamed potatoes with my daughters. There was butter on theirs, and I just used olive oil on mine. You know what I mean? So it's like, I was just judging myself. Like, what is wrong with me? I gotta just quit judging myself. That's the main thing here, is just accept myself, no matter what anyone thinks, no matter what all the great raw food leaders that eat perfectly all the time and never ever break their raw food regimen and float around with the fairies while they're on Earth here and they're perfect, and I ain't that. Man, I'm as human can get, and that's all I care about. Because if I'm going to have a human experience, I'm going to have a human experience. This video went over to 10 minutes. I'm going to make this juice anyways. It's going to be a longer video than I thought. I just wanted to connect in that way. Say, yo, I'm normal, I'm human. Do not put me on a pedestal, please. Because it makes me nervous. Okay, apples. This is my pre-workout snack. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I haven't eaten anything yet today. Some days I don't eat anything, hardly. But I'm going to drink this juice, and then I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to work out. A lot of people have to have a lot of protein powders and all this stuff. Not me, man. Just give me a little bit of sugar, a little bit of alkaline minerals from this. Man, this juice will keep me going for like 2 hours in the gym. I'm not like I used to be. I'm not always pumped up. I'm not even into that anymore. Right now, I'm just into like channeling like the most high energy through me so that I can be a blessing to other people. You know what I mean? And that's just... It doesn't matter how big your muscles are. If your muscles are big and you eat perfect and you're a jerk, what good does that help the world? It doesn't. Be nice. Make people feel good about themselves. I screw up all the time. I'm trying to do the best I can. That's it. I can't judge myself. That's turmeric. Turmeric is an anti-inflammatory as well. Ginger. That's a big old hub of ginger, baby. But like I said, I'm a vet. I'm a pro. These habaneros are exceedingly hot. If you don't like habaneros, use a little cayenne. Yes, these are stimulating, but no, they are not toxic poison, because if they were, I'd have been dead a long time ago. They are stimulating. They open up the cardiovascular system, and I love the way they make me feel personally. Habanero, baby. A couple of lemons. So that was 5 apples, a head of celery, 2 lemons, a piece of ginger, a piece of turmeric, habanero, and 2 lemons. I don't know if I said that or not, but anyways, you know, I'll keep these videos light. The people that call me on the telephone, that's when I get heavy. I did an interview that I put up to post for you guys to purchase for 23 bucks. Somebody was like, is it worth it? Is it the same old stuff over and over again? My friends, let me tell you what, that interview was 100 times more powerful than any of these videos, because my hands are tied on these videos. I cannot come out and say it on these videos like I can say it in an interview. There's reasons for that. This is a day-to-day YouTube channel. That interview is 100 times more powerful than any of these videos, and that's why I made it up for a sale for 23 bucks. You'll probably be able to get that in the link down below. I'm going to drink some juice. I'm going to go to the gym and work out real lightly, just mellow. I'm not trying to be, you know, competitive bodybuilder anymore. It's not my thing. I'm just trying to pump my lymphatic system, keep my muscles nice and strong, build my bone structure, and live a good, healthy life. I'm not trying to get in here and be like nitpick details and drive myself insane. I'm just trying to have a good life. Be the best dad I can be the best boyfriend I can be the best human being I can be the best son. That's all. That's it. And that's it. And the rest of it is up to the big cheese upstairs, man, who I'm giving all homage and all praise to the Most High. And that's it. That's all I care about, man. I am so in love with that thing. So there's no rules. I just love God, period. That's my life. And that's it. So thank you very much, my friends. Have fun with your life. You know, don't take yourself too seriously. Oh, now that's a good juice. Now that is a good juice. Peace be with you. Peace be with you.